Hello everybody, welcome to GTPlanet and welcome to another video where I try and prove to you that I'm not a terrible driver. I'm only joking. We're going into race C for this week as part of this week's daily races. As you would have all seen, it's a very interesting combination here on the Sardegna Road C reverse circuit. It's going to be rather bonkers, to be honest with you. I think it's called Road C anyway. We're going to go into qualifying time trials and just see whether we can set a better time than what I've got down already. It is the C reverse road track. I did have it remembered actually. Well done, Chaz. I'm driving my favourite GT3 car in this game, which is the Hyundai Genesis Group 3. I think the car is absolutely marvellous. It looks beautiful. It makes one hell of a noise because it's a turbocharged V6 by the sounds of it. And it gives me the right sort of handling that I want from a GT3 car. It's front engined, so you don't get that sort of pendulum effect weight over the rear sort of feeling. So the time I've done at the moment is a 53.593, but first off we'll look at the circuit and what it's got to offer. You've got a downhill run towards turn 1, usually braking just as the white line on the left meets you there, down into second gear, just keep braking, trail brake all the way to the apex, then smooth out your exit. Try not to overdo it on the throttle and spin up the rears. Hug the left-hand side. Straighten it as much as you can. Open up the corner a little bit. Go over the curb. Go over the grass. Aim for that little post on the inside. Bit of a lift to the right. Loads of lock around there sometimes, especially when the tyres wear out a little bit more. You've got to be careful of a bump over the crest as well. That right-hander is a little devil, honestly. A real devil. We'll come back to that in a moment when I get around another lap. Turn in nice and early here. Brake for the left. 1 change down. Brake in a straight line. 2 change downs. Through to the right, on the power, and then that is one of the key moments of the circuit. If you can't get the power down out of that corner, you are in for a painful run down the start-finish straight where people will overtake you. Or as I found out earlier in the week while trying to record the daily races video, they'll put you in the pit wall. So again, on the brakes as the white line meets you, trail brake in towards the apex. That was shoddy braking by me. It was like an on and off switch, and now I've overdone it on the exit like I said don't do before. Anyway, what I want to do now is demonstrate to you what happens at the top of this hill if you're not careful. So you can aim for this post on the left, fly through the right, a little bit of a lift, but look at the bump. There. Really affects you. Brake in a straight line, come off the brakes and let the car meet the apex gradually. Just don't overdo it on the exit. It's way too easy to do that. Turn in nice and early here, brake left, 1 change down, 2 change downs, a lot of lock, and then I'm so scared of the exit of that corner, man. But I love this circuit. It's 20 laps this race. You're on racing softs. I think it's 6 times tyre wear, 2 times fuel usage. Yep. Feels so tidy, I was going to say, and it absolutely wasn't. One thing I will mention that I've changed since the last time you would have seen me doing any of my gameplay videos live was the pedals on the TGT2 pedals that we got sent at GTPlanet. They send you, it's like a little L shape, it's like a metal piece with like a little rubber stopper on it to sort of give the illusion of it, oh god, being a load cell pedal, where you can set it so that you just, as long as you give it full travel, you'll see in a second, you hit a certain point of brake pressure, let's say, and then you have to push a little bit harder to get full, because I always say you want about 80-85% pressure so you don't hit the ABS too early, but look, bang, there. That's when I just rest my foot on it. You can see the ABS was kicking in there, and because I'm not looking where I'm going, I've gone straight on. Oh, 3rd gear out of there, what are you doing, Chaz? We've got 8 and a bit minutes yet before the race gets underway anyway. Done a 53.0 at the moment. I think we can go quicker than that. All the way down the revs. Yeah, there's another little bump on the exit of the corner there as well. The car sort of drops down slightly, and that's what affects the rears, spins them up, turning nice and early here. Really open up that corner, because look at the run you can get through there. Braking a straight line, down 2 gears, off the brakes. Nice. This feels quick already, look at that. Got a right gap. I've jinxed it now, haven't I? I had to lift slightly there, it's going way too hot. That felt like a really good exit. That's going to be a hell of a lap in comparison, wow. Considering I was talking as well, managed to pull that one off. Let's see. Oh, 52.0. Almost an entire second quicker. Well, that's good. Let's try 1st gear here. We'll get a bit more engine braking out of it, but then it's going to be a lot easier to spin up the rears on the exit. I don't feel like I'm quite sat in the middle right now. One of the caveats of not using the sim racing rig that I've got behind me is that I am on a chair with wheels, so it does move around. Not when I'm driving though, just I never end up in the same place twice. I'm quite happy with that 52.0, so I might leave the session there. Let's go for one more. That was nice. Didn't dare go flat through there. I had to get out of the throttle there on the exit as well. We're only a couple of thousandths behind. Ghost appears. Oh, screwed that up big time. That's the thing though, you overcommit into there, look. You just stop yourself getting to the apex with a decent amount of speed to cut across and get a good run on the exit. I want to do another one. I really like this track. We've got plenty of laps to do in the race though, like I say. 20 lap race this time. We're turning a little bit later. Ooh, God. Whoa, and you cannot attack that curb too much, as displayed. Okay, I think that's going to do it for qualifying. We've only got a few more minutes to wait anyway before we get into the race. So I'll jump ahead now in the video and I will see you at the start. Okay, so here we are then. And, well, we are 7/10 off the pole guy here, Jiggy UK, fastest. There's a lot of people driving this Genesis thing. That guy's made his look like a Bentley, which is really strange. But there's a lot of people driving it. It seems to be the in-car at the moment with the Group 3 machines. There's always a lot of Porsches as well. There's only one other Supra. Yes, someone's in the V12 Vantage. Good on you, sunshine. I'm the only Genesis in the field. The Hyundai Genesis, that is, not the Genesis X GR3. It seems like it's just them and Porsches and one Supra. Alexter, the Danish driver, in there as well. So, starting 7th on the grid. Very close in terms of lap times to others, based on quali. So let's see what we can make of this. I'm going to take it easy in the first couple of laps or so. I'm not going to push for any moves, so I might go slightly backwards here. It's always something I do. But we are only on softs for this race. There is no change to mediums, hards, or any other strategy involved. Everybody will probably pit at the end of lap 10, which is the exact halfway point, because you know then you can get more life out of the softs from that point on. So 7th on the grid in that gorgeous Hyundai. I always call it a Hyundai. And it is go time, everybody. Let's roll. Downhill run seems to have helped us a little bit. I'm going to get my radar on in the bottom right so I can see when people are going to crash into me. Nice and tidy on the first run around the hairpin. Just leave a bit of room on the inside. It's a bit deeper than I would have liked to have gone, actually. Car right. I can't disappear, mate. Had to lift slightly there. Oh, he's even braking through there. Car in front's gone very sideways. Got 2 queuing up behind. Oh, car off in front. Side by side in front of us. Oh, I was expecting him to cut across to the right there, so I broke and got out of that. Oh, he's turned across him. Oh, we've been hit as well. Fricks from behind has come along and clattered me. Suddenly, we're the ones that lose out in all that. This is the savage nature of daily races sometimes. You can take it as easy and tiptoey as you want, but you'll often be the ones that get battered. That's bad on me, that. I'm not going to overtake him like that. Oh. My bad. Oh, deep into there. Whoa, and hard on the throttle on the exit didn't help me. Okay, so a poor start by anyone's standards. We've got 2 Porsches behind and the Aston. Someone's dived very late up the inside there, I think. Car left. Don't do this. Car rejoining. How did I end up in first gear there? I got very excited by what the Porsche in front was doing. I lost my eye on my own gears. He's down the inside. I'm going to come off the lock, give him a bit of room. Through he goes. I'm too nice, aren't I? Too nice to be a racing driver. Excuse you, sir. What was it I said at the start of the video? And welcome to another video where I try and prove to you that I'm not a terrible driver. Luckily, when you cross the line, the damage resets, so we haven't really taken much of a battering now. Just my pride has. Oh well, let's treat it as a comeback drive and see what we can recuperate driving on my own. While everyone in front battles away. Such an intense circuit. The car just let go on me. Come on. Painful. Usually the car glides through there and you can keep your foot in it. That's what I've been doing all week. And that's the one time that it's properly killed me off. Other than when I've hit the curb, obviously, at that section of the circuit. Put my traction control up to 2 now just to cover my own backside because I'm clearly not good enough, and we'll see how the progress continues. It's a couple of laps later. We've gained a couple of seconds on the car in front. They've had a bit of a battle by the look of it. What I'm going to do... No, I'm not going to rage quit. No, we're not. We don't rage quit. We don't rage quit here. We don't do that, because that's just not on, is it? We don't give up, man. Tyres are battered. Everyone else is coming in. I've mainly ruined mine with the 2 massive slides and accidents that I've had, so I need to just suck it up for one more lap. Just as I was going up the hill that time, I was going to say as well, it's getting a bit understeery up here now because of those left-hand tyres. You can say that again. You could hear it, it was still trying to spin up the rears then. Okay, in we come. Flat out into the pit entrance, you don't get told off for that. Go to softs and don't refuel, please. The guy's hard at work. Now it spits you back out onto the circuit quite suddenly here. You've got to be very careful of anyone that's coming up behind. There's a yellow flag into turn 1, understeering wide already. The car's off down there. Okay, so we're ahead of Typos, Greek driver. Let's crack on, shall we? Come on, Chaz. You've come here to prove that you're not an idiot. You're making yourself look like an idiot. Car in front with a penalty. Now that extra 1 lap on the tyres doesn't make too much of a difference, so we can't expect to be flying up behind people because they've got shattered tyres and we haven't. Ferranis nearly clattered me there. Someone's had an off. Whoa. This driver is having a drama. Driver is also stopped on the apex. Oh, I thought they were going to pit then because they're clearly struggling on the tyres. I don't want to go for an unnecessary send or anything. Oh god. Behind. Still on the left. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Whoa. I had to give it a dab of brakes then again. Oh, see you later, mate. they're resuming their fight that they had earlier by the look of the chat. Well, we're back up to 12th place, so I suppose it's better than last. Yellow flag again. May as well be a permanent yellow flag there for that corner, because there is constantly people going off. Oh, a bit of a change to my usual proceedings around there. I had to get on the brakes a lot earlier. Someone's had a penalty in front here. They were ghosting for a second anyway. There it is again. It's lazy correction though. It's a really slow steer to the left to correct it. Just feels horrible rather than a quick bang, like a quick snap of it. But letting it run a little bit wider on the exit there, and it feels a lot nicer. If we could get a top 10, that'd be nice, considering how rubbish I am. I mean, I qualified where? 5th? 7th? Something like that? Not good enough though, this, is it? At the minute. Come on, we're gradually catching these guys in front. Or at least I thought we were. Car's starting to let go a little bit around there now. We've got a few laps left. Oh, we're definitely catching the car in front through that sector there. That curb scares me so much. Come on, there's 3 cars immediately in front of us now. Surely we can get more than one position out of this. 2 laps to go. No. Not like that, please, car. Oh, way too hot. Looks like the Porsche did the same thing. I clipped the curb on the left-hand side and it just dragged the car around to the left. Final lap. God, it feels awful at this stage of the race. Oh, well, that's that. Managed to somehow save that. But that is us not overtaking that Porsche in front. Heck. Irish Stig wins. Well, I'm sorry, everybody. That was, yet again, a disappointing drive by me, wasn't it? I promise you, I can be an alright driver, and I will show you at some point. Seems like today is not that day though, but this is a savage race. Race C is really savage this week. This circuit's so difficult, especially at the top of the hill and on the exit of the right-hander that follows it as well. There is no remorse at all around this track. It's very, very tough, and the battle in itself is intense as well. So I'd say go and try it for yourself. You know, there's still a few days left of this week, so to speak, so obviously they change over next Monday again. But I'm sorry for letting you down with that poor performance, but thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching it either way, and I will see you next time round here on GT Planet. Have a good day.